end was a song that Josh brought in, and it was a song that had kind of been making the rounds in demo form for a long time. It was something that we'd really kind of tried playing with for a long time, and it had the riffs had a great vibe to it, but they just never coalesced until this time around. And Nick really helped us kind of put that tune together and really found the vibe of it, and he got that chugging riff going, and the riff in the middle, which is what I call the fuck you riff, is just such a, I mean, just an assholes and elbows riff, man. You just want to jump and hit someone in the face. It's awesome. Lyrically, it's about, it's about staring down adversity. It's about, learning from mistakes and yet not being afraid to fight for that knowledge, and not being afraid to just be a stronger person, a stronger man, a stronger woman, and ascend, basically. Imperfect was a song that actually did not start out slow and acoustic. It started out as more of a, not a pop song, but it started off, it was a little faster when I wrote it, and it had kind of a early 90s feel to it. But the thing that me and Nick quickly realized is that the vibe of the music didn't match the sadness that I was talking about, which is about, kind of that, this is kind of too good to be true. And anything that you build up in your head usually is too good to be true. As far as, when you meet someone and you just fall head over heels, and then you're like, oh, you suck, that's great, awesome. But it's not necessarily them. It can be you. It's a whole emotional thing that sometimes it just doesn't sync up, and then you look out and you meet someone and it just comes together, So we stripped down the music completely. No drums, no anything. I mean, we broke it down, and we just made this really nice, bittersweet, and yet very melancholy song. And it's one of my favorites on the album. The last song is Threadbare, and this is a song that Roy brought in. Super epic tune. It's I won't get too deep into what it's about, because it's a very, very serious subject. A brief synopsis would be, it's about two people whose love is so strong that no tragedy can tear it apart, and even the deepest tragedy cannot tear it apart. But musically, the band really, Roy, I think, played 2 different drum sets on it. The guys played like 4 different guitars and 4 different tones on it. Everybody really added this crazy atmosphere that, and it's so emotional that, I spent hours putting this song together, lyrically and musically. I wanted to make sure that it was match for match what the music was telling, and it's a great exclamation point or period at the end of the sentence of the album, and it really ties everything together very, very well. We always say